Windows 7 Features and Gadgets. Networking, Internet TV, Battery Gadgets. We're going to go over feature networking, Internet, and gadgets and batteries. These are new features in Windows 7. Each generation of Windows usually has built-in features that make using your computer easier and faster. Networking Windows 7, the new generation made simple. There are 6 steps for setting up your network. These processes can work from work or home. To get started, you must plan your network. In this exercise, we will give you an overview of the wireless network. You also will need all the hardware required for the network: ISP connection, router, and network adapter. The next process will be to set your router on Windows 7 using WCM or Windows Connect Now. ISP, Internet Service Provider. For this demonstration, we will not go into details of connecting your router to the ISP provider. If you already have Internet, this has been done by your provider at the time of installation. A lot of people have DSL modem routers in their home. That provides their Internet connection. Wireless and Ethernet. We will explain how to connect the computer and other wireless and wired devices to the DSL router. In this process, you are given the basic requirements of the DSL router. There are options available, and the choice is yours. The first step is to contact your ISP provider for service. This paper refers to all local phone company as the provider. They will ship you your router and then schedule a time for the technician to come and run the cable, usually a Cat 5, from the termination point outside your house to the location inside you have chosen. Consider an area that is open to most of your home. Also, in ordering the DSL modem router, speak to the representative of your network adapter needs, such as speed and technology. They will explain the bandwidth and speed they can provide and the cost of each. It's a good idea to get a router that has connections available for Ethernet. Usually the first 3 are J45 connections on the back. The 4th is for the DSL line the technician is installing. The Ethernet connections can be used for printers and desktop computers that do not have wireless cards. When going through your local company, they will already have the recommended brand and types and functions that they have available in their network. Your router may have the Windows 7 logo stating it's compatible, and you can set it up automatically using the WCN. If you have just purchased your new Windows 7 computer and are setting it up at home in your already existing wireless home network, the process will be done automatically when you install Windows 7 Home Premium Service Pack 1. You will only need to verify your network that is displayed or select the one you want to connect to if you have multiple. Have your SSID and WEP key so you can verify or type in when prompted to do so during the setup. WEP is Wireless Encryption Privacy, and SSID Enhanced Service Set Identifier, or basic security features that are unique to your gateway. Unless these are entered in correctly, you will not be able to connect to the Internet. These numbers can be found on the bottom of your DSL router. When initially setting up the network, you will be prompted to choose the name for your wireless network by setting the SSID, Set Service Identifier. Most people use their last name or a pet. Basically, anything you can remember and identify as your network. Next, select the kind of encryption, whether WPA, WPA2, or WB, and then apply it. WB is a 64-bit code, so make sure you configure this during setup. At the time, WPA2 is the most secure. After setting up your network, Change your WEP or WPA password so others cannot access your network. This is important in a neighborhood since the houses are close enough to see one another's signal, but you don't want others to be able to connect to your network. Your neighbor most likely has gone through the same steps and will have the same initial setup procedures. Others that connect to your network are using your bandwidth and cutting down on your speed. After logging into your computer, double-click on the Connect to a network at the icon displayed on the bottom bar. Choose this network and click on Connect. If this is not displayed, hold down the push button on the router. Wait a few minutes and the computer is connected. When there is no icon displayed, the Windows 7, go to the Control Panel, Network and Internet and select View Network Status. Your network should be displayed so you can follow the steps above. Home Group is a new Windows 7 feature that makes it easier to share files and pictures on your network. Sharing can include music, pictures, basically anything from one computer to another. Security options are available to edit, read, and write. This feature is only available to computers running Windows 7 and only available on your home group. We will not go over into details of the home group as it is covered in another document. We'll explain the beginnings of creating one. Click the Start button, then click Control Panel. In the search box, type Home Group. When it is displayed, click on the Home Group. You then will see Share with other home computers running Windows 7. At this time, click on Home Group. Let's talk about Internet TV. This is a new feature in Windows 7 that is available through Windows Media Center. By using Windows Media Center, no TV tuner is required. Available are shows like Showtime, Netflix, free TV shows that include sports highlights, series shows like NCSI, and older ones like I Love Lucy. Media Center is included in Windows 7 Home Premium, Professional, and Ultimate. If for some reason it is not available on your PC, that is because it is not available in your area. All of this is made possible from the broadband video sites from all over the internet. Mostly all of these are free, but sites like Netflix require an account with a customer. To begin, click on the Start button, click on All Programs, and then simply click on Windows Media Center. You will have to check a box to agree to the terms, then click Install. You now have access to Internet TV. Use the arrow keys and pads to move over and select your choices. When you change your mind, use the pad and hover over the upper right left corner. There you can select to go back or click the Windows button to go back to the beginning. Gadget battery V1.0 meter. One of the many gadgets on Windows 7 is the battery V1.0 meter kit. Your computer's battery is one of the most important hardware elements. It enables mobility in a wireless network at home, depending on power outages, and the freedom to go outside and even down the road. With Windows 7, the battery V.1 gives you more insight into what is actually happening on your battery. By going to the site listed below, you can download this gadget free. We are going to download and see what features are available to this gadget for our battery. When you download it, you will notice it is on the sidebar. By clicking on the wrench, you can open the Tools for Operation options, Display and Color. Options can be set to refresh at a rate of 1 second or can be changed to a longer time. Also, you can see the Auto Update Notifier, which you can set to on or off. Under the Display tab, you are allowed to set the size of the display. You can also change your monitoring view from amperage hour to watt hours. The Color tab is displayed in hexadecimal, and the color you choose for monitoring of that unit. Listed are background and title colors. Time and percentage remain on your current battery life, the voltage charge rate when using the AC power, and the current maximum charge of your battery. When closing the tool, the sidebar display gives you the basic information of your battery. Hopefully yours is charged. This concludes our presentation of Windows 7 Networking, Internet TV, and Battery Gadget. More information can be found from the references listed below.